it's Ariana, your tarot life coach, bringing you your March tarot scope. Big baby. Big hugs, lots and lots of love, high fives, and some damn dirty shoulder rubs. Hope you guys are doing super fantabulous. And if you're celebrating a birthday this month, happy birthday, bitches. All right. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to join with you. We are going to jump into our mind, body, soul, talk about the energy coming in this month. And this reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and a general reading, okay? I'll apply the information where you see fit. If it doesn't fit, leave it for someone else. All right, on the 1st, we celebrated the full moon in Virgo. That was pretty powerful, guys. And that energy is going to last for another 2 weeks from the 1st. So if you haven't checked out that video, check that out. Jupiter is going retrograde in the sign of Scorpio on the 8th. On the 22nd, we have a Mercury retrograde. Hello, past lovers. And on the 17th, we have a new moon in Pisces, 26 degrees. And on the 21st, it's your month, Aries. It's time for you to come into your element. And 31st, we have a full moon in Libra. So with that being said, stay tuned for other videos coming out and also the weeklies. Now, all I gotta say is, damn, Aries. First, I saw the horse come out. Like when I pull out my cards for the animal energy, and I had 2 horses come out, and I was like, okay, it's definitely not going to be this one. And it was the horse. Okay. Then I was like, oh, let me try my shaman oracle, and then the horse comes out again. I was like, oh my goodness. At first, I was like, you must be going through a lot of changes. When I saw the horse came out, I was like, this is going to be a month of changes. And when I saw 2 horses, I'm like, holy hell, not only are you like changing this month, but mentally you're really changing. Now, so let's talk a little bit about what the energy this month has with horse. So the guidance for horse is you have the power to change. This is freedom. Mutual respect is needed, okay? Awareness is needed. Your true power and wisdom is found when you stay on your course. There is a new journey in this horizon. I feel like you are starting to look at things like, where am I being constricted? Do I need to move on from this? Where is my stamina? This is also a need to increase in your clairvoyance, trusting your intuition before you move forward, okay? Also, you know, the horse, the Italian stallion, some sexual energy going on in there. Now, this is about going after your goals and your dreams. But the horse energy, I just found like so... like, wow. First, you know, 1 horse, but now 2 horses, and then it's going right into your intuition. So I feel like this is going to be one of those months that you're going to have to trust your intuition. Horses are very intuitive, and they know when there's danger. So if you feel like there's something like a sneaky, baby, you are on point, all right? Now, moving on mentally, we have the Ancestor of Hope. That's this Shaman's Oracle right here. I love these cards. They're cave painting cards. Anyways, it's time to expand your horizons and take that leap of faith. Yes, and I have on my notes, power to change. Don't look back, for there only lies the lost moments of your life. It is time to release the past and move into what's coming on your path now. This is hope in the darkest hour. This is the ability to see beyond the trials, the strength to make a positive outcome, and the energy to move forward, okay? Now, with that being said, physically, you have intuition coming in. This is going to be very important that this month that you kind of clear the cobwebs mentally, okay? Get you some sunlight, go outside, close your eyes, let the sun hit your forehead, and kind of get some of that energy moving and grooving, okay? You have got to connect with your intuition, making sure that you're trusting it, okay? Now, I wanted to clarify what the intuition was really trying to mean. I wanted to clarify the horse, but it wouldn't let me. But it was about the harvest. So this is about what? Change again. Your word for this month is change, Aries. It's time for change. This is about faith. This is the realization of a breakthrough, life-changing, changing your patterns, moving forward, a natural progression, okay? So this is also a changing of season, and you're going to reap your harvest, okay? So that's what's coming into fruition for you. Now, spiritually, on a soul level, you have a jaguar. And jaguar is a very important animal to the Aztecs. And the reason why it's the most revered and most successful predator in Central and South America. It's also the Nahualli, the animal god that represents one of the gods who I can't say their name, and I'm not going to chop it up, all right? So anyways, when Jaguar comes into your read and you see that he's holding up the sun and the moon, right? Dualities. He's able to hold it all together. This is great power, and this is on a subconscious and conscious. Subconscious with the moon and conscious with the sun, okay? Authority is flowing from you, baby. You are large and in charge, big baby. You have got this going on. This is your month. It feels like you are moving into your element. You need to pay attention to the way people are acting around you. Do their actions match their words? Do they get intimidated by you? Watch your tone when you're talking with them, because the Jaguar is pretty intimidating. But your inner power is awakening. Aries, you are coming into your moment. This is you at the top of the food chain. When this card comes out in a reading, it's also representative to victory, being chosen, standing out in the crowd, being the best, winning a court case. However you want to look at it, this is authority in all it's making, all right? Whew. So that is your mind, body, soul. We are going to jump into your spread real quick, but first we are going to bless the deck. Saint Cicero, bless these cards for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of March. Show us the energy that you have coming up now. All right, roll in a 2, and as I cut the deck, Aries. That was odd. I have the Queen of Cups reversed with the King of Cups. Are y'all dealing with some water signs? Or are you dealing with an emotional situation? However, one of these is not like the other. So one is unable to handle emotions, maybe being a little bit manipulative, while the other one is like not even trying to hear where it's coming from, looking into a total other situation. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, but it could be anyone who is emotionally imbalanced, and the other one is emotionally ready to move on, okay? So trusting your intuition in the situation. That was interesting. You never know what you're gonna get, you know? Like, you never know. I'm always like, oh my God. Okay, got a 1. So you got to keep going. We got another 1. Some of y'all are going to probably decide to be single this month, all right? Because I keep getting this 1. The 1 again. I don't know what's going on, Aries. Your energy, there we go. We got the 4. So let's see what's going on, all this horse energy. First position is you in your element, 6 of wanding it up, 2 of wands, freaking fire. King of arrows, Queen of arrows, damn. And the Princess of wands. Okay. We had the King of cups, the Queen of cups. Now we got the King of arrows and the Queen of arrows. This is definitely for some of y'all, y'all are making a decision. Now we have not only that, but we have a young fire sign in the mix, but this is also energy, and half of the energy is being seen and the other is not seen. So that's that subconscious and conscious level. The 8 of cups reverse is thinking about going back to something that you have not finished with. You're not done with it. You're not ready to go to the 9 of cups. You want to go back. But the energy is saying move forward. Don't look back. Remember, that's what horse is telling you. So in the past, we have the 6 of wands. I kind of feel like this is you. You're getting ready. You have your victory. This is Lataric. He's about to go have some church service. I like to say he's high stepping all through the day and feeling good about himself, okay? He is making decisions. You are moving forward. And in the present moment with the 2 of wands, this is the magician's wand in my deck, okay? This is you, Aries. Look at the ram. And you are on top. You are moving forward. I do feel there is a decision to be made. And I'm going to tell you that the decision that you have to make is where you make the independent and conscious choice to put yourself first. Dang, sounds a little conceited, huh? But if you think about it, you can't be the best you if you're not doing the best for yourself. So make sure that you're putting your best foot forward, you're getting through this, and you see like the little ankh on there because there's fertility. Make sure that the road that you choose is full of fertile opportunities, okay? Now, this King of Arrows, some of y'all are going to court. You're gonna win. It's just gonna be like a whirlwind. You know, it's just like, damn. So this King of Arrows represents the hidden aspect, something that you don't know. Some of y'all, you see how he's looking at her? Everybody's looking at the lady in the middle, right? Everybody's looking at the Queen of Arrows. But the people on the outside are only giving her half of their attention. So I kind of feel like you do have people watching, and if this is a three-party, three-way, whatever you want to call it, or a partnership, you guys need to learn to see eye to eye. Nobody's looking at each other in the eye. Nobody's moving forward. Everyone's just kind of at a standstill looking at that one person. So use that kind of energy to kind of gather more information. So we're going to go to the King of Arrows. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Let me see from here. All right, from the tarot. Damn, Aries, this is interesting. We got like a little soap opera going on. It's a novela. All right. It's you. That's you. That's the Emperor. So you need to go and get what it is you want. And I see you going backwards. I know you're going to go back and get it. Some of y'all might be that damn dirty ex trying to call somebody on Mercury retrograde. However, something is coming back for you. But I like the fact that everyone is upright. The thing I don't like is that nobody sees where each other is coming from. So just like off the record, like just looking at this, I'm going to tell you, take your time to listen to everybody and make sure you make the best choice for yourself. Because if you notice, he's walking away from this. He's also walking away from the Princess of Wands. But this is a married couple in my deck. The Emperor is married. Marduk is married to Sarampintu. Sarampintu knows the secrets of childbirth. I feel like there's something being kept secret. The arrows, these are people that represent people that want to talk. But you notice that the Emperor has an arrow in his hand too. I feel that you're making a decision. There is something coming to fruition, okay? Now, moving to the Queen of Arrows, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius type energy. This is the decision maker. She is very good at making decisions. And I feel like the advice is that you need to harness that energy and make a choice. You see the Ace of Arrows in the background, right? This is a new thing. This is a new idea. This is you shooting ahead. This is you making a decision. Now let's see what she wants to tell you. Strength reversed. All right. Definitely somebody coming back from the past, trying to get you to do something, change your mind. You're not going to change your mind. It does not look like you're changing your mind because you're going away from strength reversed. And I'm going to tell you, when strength shows up like this sometimes, it's because you're letting your lust lead you instead of your love. Make sure that if you're choosing between some people, okay, that you pick the person who you have more in common with and not just lust for, okay? All right, now, going towards the end of the month, your possible outcome is this, the Princess of Wands. I feel like the Princess of Wands is telling you it's time to birth your dreams. It's time to put that thing out there. It's also, I think we're only getting half of the story is unfolding right now. I think there's a whole other aspect that's probably going to come back out towards the end of this month, because if you see, she's only got half of her face coming out. So for some of y'all, it's only just begun. But yes, some of y'all are going back. Some of y'all are going back to go get something that had caused you a lot of anxiety with these two eights right next to each other. And everything's going back to this. You making the decision in the present moment. And the present moment that's leading you is the horse. And it's telling you, you are the agent of change. You are the one who can do this. Whatever it is, whatever you put your mind to, just know that you're going to have a victory. I kind of want to see the princess. Let's see what the princess has for us. Okay, animal deck. Chimpanzee, use both your intuition. Now that's the second time intuition comes out. Remember we had intuition coming out right here. So intuition has came out on this card and on this card. And your intellect to solve the problem, to get the answers to your questions. My thing is, look at all that green around it, all that yellow, solar plexus. However, we have a lot of red. So I feel like you're going to have to be very grounded this month. Make sure that when you're making this decision, that you're not just making a decision blindly, but that you're weighing all your options. I do feel that you have people behind you. They're just not seeing eye to eye. And I think that's why your intuition is coming into play. And that's why it is super, super important for you to use your intuition. Remember, Jera is coming out. You're going to reap your harvest. If you're going to court, I feel like it's going to be pretty favorable for you just because you have Jera and you have the Jaguar, okay? So I don't know if anybody's dealing with someone named JJ, but if you are, that's probably going to be working out in your favor, all right? Now, I did have some extra cards that came out for you guys, and one of them is gelling, and I found this really interesting. I went with this deck because I saw you leaving something in your past, okay? And I was like, well, what better to look at a card that's about past, present, future, okay? So in the past, this is about transitioning. This energy focus of this card is located in Vejle, Denmark, okay? And on this card, you see another horse, but he has 8 legs. His name is Schleppner, okay? And he's carrying Odin across. Now, what has caused you to be afraid in the past? Acknowledge your fears. They are no longer welcome and move forward. Even if you have to make a list of your fears and then kind of like weigh those options, like have they really served you any benefit or any purpose? And make the sacrifices that are necessary in order to remove the unwanted companions from your journey. Interesting that you said unwanted companions because we have the king and the queen and the princess. So there's going to be, I think someone's falling off of this like little triangle that we have going on, and you're going to go to what you wanted to in the first place because you're going back to the 8 of Cups, okay? Now, on the middle portion of it, it's showing you those 2 stones, and it's representative of 2 ways of thinking, okay? In your life, do you need to change, that's that word again, from one way of thinking to another? Is there something in your life that you are afraid of bringing into the open? Have you agreed to something that is not your truth to protect yourself and others or to keep the peace? This is a time of transition, of seeing the world from a new perspective. I feel like this is you standing up for yourself because you're the emperor and you're all in your element. Now, at the top of the card, you see Odin, and you see his ravens. They flew across the 9 worlds, returning to tell all that they have learned. Now, it talks about meditating and kind of thinking about roots. Where do you lay your roots at? Where do you feel secure at, Aries? Because it's really important that you start looking at your core beliefs and ask yourself, were they your beliefs or were they your parents' belief being handed to you? And that looks like what's happening with the king and the queen and then the princess. So it's almost like those beliefs aren't adding up because we had arrows and then I have 2 fires on the outside, okay? The emperor and Sarampitu are a pair and then they're a pair. So for some of y'all, maybe you're dealing with in-laws and stuff and they don't really have like bad intentions, but you're not seeing things eye to eye. So this is going to be the month where you and your partner make a decision to go your way and do it the way you want to because it's your family and your life. All right. And for others, this might just be you telling your parents, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to go. Things like that. All right. And your guidance this month from Don Miguel Ruiz is be aware of unconscious assumptions. Don't make assumptions this month, okay? They are made so fast and unconsciously most of the time because we have agreements to communicate this way. We've agreed that it is not safe to ask questions. We have agreed that if people love us, they should know what we want or how we feel. And that is so untrue. It is very important if you want to move forward and release those things from the past that you communicate very clearly this month, because you have a lot of action with all these wands in there, but they're really talking. The other couple is really talking, or the other parts of this piece are really talking. You need to be sure that you are listening to understand and not listening to respond immediately, Aries, because of the Jaguar energy that you're emanating this month. All right? Big, big hugs, lots and lots of love. Congratulations, Aries. You are getting it together. You should have a beautiful, beautiful month. Let me know if this resonates with you. And if you're interested in a read, hit me up at arianaluciano@gmail.com or on the gram at Ariana Luciano. Be blessed, fam.